Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. You're listening to She's Got This. I'm your host, Christine Gallagher, and I'm super happy you joined me today. Welcome back if you are one of my awesome listeners, and welcome to the show if it is your first time listening. Today, we're going to do sort of part two of what we talked about on the last episode of the podcast. So last week, we talked about how to get really great testimonials and case studies and raves from your clients. And today, I wanted to talk about how to share this social proof without sounding like you're boasting or bragging or obnoxious, and how to actually do it so that you can express this idea of impression of increase. So impression of increase is something that I first heard about from The Science of Getting Rich, which is an old school book by Wallace Wattles. And so the question is it possible to share social proof and client successes, especially in social media these days, without sounding like you're bragging? And you may have wanted to share this stuff, but you might have been holding back because you don't want to sound like that kind of person, because nobody wants to be thought of as like a super bragger, right? But I look at this a little differently. So again, in the book, The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace Wattles talks about this, and he calls it the impression of increase. And he said, increase is what all men and women are seeking. It is the urge within them seeking fuller expression. The desire for increase is inherent in all nature. The normal desire for increased wealth is not an evil. It is simply the desire for more abundant life. It is aspiration. True faith is never boastful. You must so impress others that they will feel that in associating with you, they will get increase for themselves. So it kind of reminds me of the phrase, if you're not growing, you're dying, right? People want to progress. People naturally want to move forward in their life, and they want to enjoy increase. And the key here is that they also want to be involved with people that they perceive this of as well. But the question is, how do you share how you and your clients and your business are advancing without being that social media friend everyone gets annoyed with? It's actually more of an art than a science. And I wanted to give you some ideas for how you could do this. So first, obviously, you could share your clients and customers' successes. And this is about making them the star, while at the same time, you're ultimately showing that you played a part in actually helping them. And it's subtle, but it gets people's attention without a whole bunch of like, me, look at me, right? So in this case, a bad way to do it would be, directly because of me, my client Susan just made $15,000 in a half hour. She couldn't do it on her own, but she finally hired me, and that was the only thing that turned things around. LOL. But a better way to say that would be something like, when one of your income infusion intensive students tells you she just secured a $24,000 contract using what she learned, and that's actually a post that I put on Facebook about a client. So do you see the difference there? Second, you can share more about what you're actually doing to advance yourself. This is something I don't see a lot of people doing often, and I really think that it's a great way to show people that you are moving forward and doing cool stuff. So for example, are you going to events or conferences or seminars? Are you getting coaching? Are you reading certain books? Because this kind of stuff really shows that you're a person who values growth, and people want to be around that energy. And again, it's not about bragging, but it's knowing that someone's going to see it and they're going to get inspired. And for me, in my work, inspiring others is actually a very big motivator. So here's an example. A bad way to do it would be, continual learning and education is so important to me. I go to at least 5 important conferences every year, which obviously makes me a better business owner than probably everyone. Better way to say it would be, hey, here's a pic of my colleague Jennifer and I at the so-and-so event. We are learning so much great information to help us continue to grow our businesses. A third example would be to share more about your life behind the scenes. So this is about authentically sharing what is going well, for example, through pictures or stories or anecdotes that show how you're increasing. So an example of a bad way to do it would be, I just bought my dream car. I couldn't have done it without my clients and how much they pay me every month. A better way to say it would be, I'm so excited that I now can take every Friday off in my business. Now I have more time for my family and significantly less stress. Last, you could also share company milestones and achievements. So if you're hitting goals, if you're making cool stuff happen, maybe you were nominated for an award or you won an award. So an example of a bad way would be something like, I always make at least $20,000 every month. Do you? And a better way to say it would be, I'm excited to share that my company just won the so-and-so award. I couldn't have done it without my amazing team. I am so grateful for them. And things that you are proud of also help to inspire other people. And it draws those who resonate with it to you, which is a bonus. And what I've noticed is that often these people become some of your favorite clients, which is really sweet. So now that you know why to do it and how to do it, what can you do next to express this impression of increase with your business and what it is that you're doing? You really want to think about that because there is a way to do it that lands a lot better. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for listening. If you like this episode, please share it. I would love to share it with as many people as possible. I love doing these episodes and I hope they help you. So have a great day. And until next time, keep shining your light.